The amount of grace you receive or the form in which God manifests to you depends on the relationship you have with God. That is why it is important that you do not have an image of a punishing God or an indifferent God. If you thought God would be angry with you for your thoughts or your life and are therefore afraid, God would certainly punish you. If God to you were a lazy father who would answer after endless entreaties and petitions, that would be your reality. You create your God. You have made a mess of your lives, unaware of the power and freedom you hold in creating your God. One of the greatest curses you could lay on yourself is to create a wrong kind of God, a defective God who would sit over you in judgment and punish you. Remember, when I say creating your God, I do not mean creating a non-existent God through your own imagination. God is your creator, and how could you create God? Creating your own God means to awaken to the power you wield. God is powerful, but you too, being a part of God, are quite powerful, hence the problem. You have the freedom to design the kind of God you want. It is like a potter making use of the clay to create masterpieces. You are the potter and God the clay. Your God would then respond to you the way you want. That is why we use the word idoktakari, one who does as bidden. Do not think it is presumptuous to design God. You have all along been creating your God unconsciously. Only now do it consciously and intelligently. God does not define himself or herself. Humanity defines God. Create a God who is powerful enough to awaken you and could also fulfill your desires. If you relate to God as a playful, powerful, and a compassionate friend who would respond to your needs instantaneously, that would be your God. If on the other hand you define God as the unapproachable, then the doors of heaven shall not open, because there would be a big board which would say no entry. If you say God is undefinable, that certainly would be your experience. You could choose to have a frowning God, a smiling God, a laughing God, or even a playing God.